What's up, y'all? This your girl Lola with Lola's Chronicles, and today I got with me my homie Marky, my baby Marada, and today we talking about single moms. Y'all been asking me to talk about single moms, so today we is gonna talk about single moms. All right? You can't hear? Oh shoot!
Marky.
It happened. Go out and come back in. You gotta go out and come back in. It happens, y'all. Don't worry about it. It happens all the time. Go out and come back in.
That ain't the one I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah, it happens, you know. It happens on Lola's Chronicles, but like I was
Oh,
saying, y'all, we talking about single moms today. And before we get started in the segment deeply into the situation, you know, the circumference of the whole thing of being a single mom. I did
yes.
my own digging, you know, and I got this information from the singlemotherguide.com, y'all. So it's supposed to be updated information. And it kind of blew me a little bit because it said that today 1 in 5 children under the age of 18, so that's like a total of 15.7 million, are being raised without a father. Ain't that crazy?
That's a lot of statistic.
You know,
Wow.
that's the statistics say a total of 15.7 million kids are being raised without a father. Then it said that 57.6% of them are black,
Oh,
are black kids that are fatherless. And 37.4% of black women are living in poverty, raising their kids on their own. Ain't that something?
wow. Wow. Facts. Facts, 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 facts. I mean, the
84%.
statistics. I mean,
That's
just to
how I
hear
was when
those
I read it
numbers,
too.
like
That's how I was when
it,
I
it
read it.
brought
I
tears
was
to
like,
my eyes. Yeah.
that's exactly how I was when
Wow.
I read it.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, girl, welcome back.
Sorry.
It's
I
all
couldn't
right.
hear.
Ain't
I don't
nothing to
know
be
what was
sorry
going on.
about.
I'm sorry. Hi, everybody.
You know, like
Hey,
I
hello,
was
hello, hello.
saying, reading the statistics that I was telling you that today 1 in 5 children under the age of 18, a total of about 15.7 million, are being raised without a father. And it says that 84% of that are being raised by women, and 57.6% are black.
Wow.
And another thing they were saying, they say by choice. That kind of rubbed me wrong because a lot of us that are single mothers didn't ask to be single moms.
Right.
So
Correct, correct.
statistically, they saying by choice. Like basically, since we ain't never been
Now
married and
we don't
all that,
choose
and
everything.
right,
We don't choose to be single moms. Yes, we know situations happen, but at the
Right.
same time, a mother or a woman can't make a man stand up and be a father and be in
Right.
his
And do
child's
his
life
part. Right.
and do
that's
his part. And
that's
I think
crazy.
that's where the statistics have it all wrong because as being a single mama, you got to be the single mother and you still got to wear the pants too because you still got to be the sole provider for your
Right.
household. And
Mhm.
that makes it even harder because the pressure don't let up.
Right.
The pressure don't let up from doctor's appointments to children. I have a son with special needs. So it's constant on the go. It's constant. Can't be left alone 24 hours. It's constant having to move. So what happened?
And it's crazy because they look at us like we choosing to be these single moms. Like I'm a single mom because my baby's father is in prison be for his own actions. You know what I'm saying? Not because of me, because of
Right.
something that he did.
Right.
So that caused him to be an absent parent.
Right.
So that automatically makes me a single mom. I didn't ask for him to go to prison and become a single mom. So it's crazy how how they presume us to we wanted this to happen type situation. Like I don't get it. They don't
Right.
understand that we have days where we don't want to do this, but we can't just turn it off. We can't just be like, "No, we ain't taking care of these kids today." Not no real mama at
Especially
that.
at this time, it's school time. It's time to kick in overdrive now. It's time to put your cape on, fasten it up real tight, because not only you got to go to make sure your kids have, but you have a deadline to get it done. And
Exactly.
the bills ain't gonna stop coming. You know, I think us as single moms, we are very underrated. We
I think
overworked,
so
we
too.
overwhelmed, but we underrated.
I think so
Because
too.
when you put into a just like you say, no, we don't ask to be single mom, but when we put in that situation, then every instinct as we have as a mother, as a woman, and to survive, everything got to kick in overdrive. Because
Exactly.
now you got these babies, and these babies want answers, and the answers got to come from you.
Right. And
You
we
know,
look
we
like
got to
the
be the
bad parents.
doctor, we got to be the teacher, we got to be the doctor, the teacher, the lawyer, the caregiver, the provider, the cook, the chef.
Yeah.
Like
The psychiatrist.
the jobs are,
Yeah.
yes, the
We
mental
gotta,
health specialist.
on top of dealing with our own personal issues.
Yeah,
We got to put ourselves
and my
aside.
issue
There's so
is
many
like,
women out here that can't even be women because they don't have that chance to even turn that off for a little bit. Get a babysitter to have time to themselves. Some people are stuck with their kids 24/7, 365. And it's
and, and,
not
and that's
their
and that's the
fault.
hard thing too. Trying to step out of masculine energy when you're so used to being the strong one. Um, that was hard for me. Letting somebody in my life to try to help me um better my situation and raise my kids. It was hard for me to say, thank you for opening the door, like thank you for the flowers, like soft energy things. Like it was hard for me to even start accepting it because I'm so busy being the strong one all the time. I always being the one that have to pay all the bills. I always be the one that have to provide everything. Like um it's to the point of, like you just wanna, how preschoolers act on the first day when they go to school, and they get the kicking and screaming and hollering because they don't want to come on the first day. And I think that's how some of us single moms feel when the going get tough and the tough get going. We feel like we just want to kick, scream, and holler, but don't nobody care about your mental health, how you feeling, or what you got going on, or what problems you facing. Everybody only care about results. They only care about what you can get done or what you can make happen out of the situation. I think in us as single parents, single moms, and single dads, like we underrated, but we put to the test the most because we're the one they're looking at the hardest.
And I feel we
If
don't
that
get a
makes sense.
choice. Real women don't get
Right.
a choice. You got women that don't accept their responsibility as mothers. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
don't accept their
Right.
responsibility as a mother. And then you got us that our kids is our everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for you to
Right.
turn that off and like you
Right.
say, to accept someone trying to be there
See,
for
you
you.
hear that?
And it's crazy because so many people look at single moms as if we got it all. We ain't got no choice. We don't have the option
And I think that,
to to, to do
and I
what we
think that's
need to
why
do.
most single moms, like really, I think that's another reason most of us, and I'm gonna say most of us, including myself, yeah, you know, being have to be strong one all the time. I feel like that
I think everybody's service messing up. This rain ain't making it no better. But yeah, the statistics say that 84% of households are being raised by mothers alone, y'all. 31.3% is poor. 24.3% were food insecure.
I'm so sorry.
You're
I
you're
hate
fine.
my
45.4% receives food stamps. You got 20.8% of people unemployed the entire year. 9.2% of these women do not have health insurance. And 11.2% of these women didn't complete high school, right? Which I don't feel you need a college education to be a mom.
correct.
There's no handbook to how to be a mom.
It, right,
You learn every day how to be a mom when you're a mom.
right,
Because everything is new
right.
to you. You learn every day. When you have that baby, you don't know exactly how to care for that baby. I don't care how many kids you've been around.
What needs it
Yeah,
need? Yeah,
so it's like when you take that baby home and you got to feed the baby every 2 hours. You got certain babies that don't take certain milk. So you're frustrated because the milk that you got for the baby, they don't want to drink it. And the baby crying because the baby's hungry. And then you have babies that don't sleep during the night. They got colic. They won't stop crying. You got kids with special needs that need way more attention. You got mamas that dealing with postpartum depression, not feeling loved after having a baby. Women deal with so much just to bring a baby into this world. You go through preeclampsia. A lot of women don't
and
even
that's
make it.
I well I'm 42. I have a 16-year-old that I had at 26 years old, and I have a 10-year-old that's soon to be 11 that I had when I was 31 years old. I had preeclampsia with both children, even though they're 5 years apart. Um, my son is disabled. He's ADHD, ADD, behavior disorder, PTSD. My son requires a 24-hour attention around the clock. My son has dysregulatory mood disorder. Um, my son takes a lot of medication. Um, so that causes me not to be able to have a full-time job. No, I'm not lazy. No, I'm not handicapped. No, I'm not sorry. It's just the help and care that my son needs requires me to have to be able to run, skip, hop, and jump at the drop of a dime anytime the school call, or we got to go to a new specialist, got to go to a new eye doctor, or it's always something. And I think for a lot of single moms, like, we get tired of being strong all the time.
Yeah, we do.
You know,
We
it
do.
hurts to have to be strong and can't even let your guard down for a second, because if you do, something's gonna be left undone.
You can't let the kids see
Something,
you going through something because they carry your problems. Kids adapt to
right,
hurt, and we don't get a chance to hurt. You can't cry. You can't let the kids see you cry. That show weakness. And I
right,
feel like some of the best bonds are created with mothers and their children. You know what I'm saying? When it's just the mama and the kids, that becomes what it is.
right.
All they
And
have
then
is each other.
that's all we have. It's us.
Yep.
But and that's why
People
I try
come
to
and
teach my
go.
kids. That's why I try to teach my kids, like, I can't I can't make y'all dads do what y'all want them to do. I can't make them be in y'all life, you know. But we all got that our own cross to bear. He gonna have to live what he done just as well as I am. But at the
Hmm.
same time, I don't love you no less. Don't harden your heart when he do decide to reach out, because at the end of the day, us as parents, we're not getting no older. I mean, no younger. We're getting older, and so my thing is try to do right by your children the best that you can. Do the best that you can, because I mean, what's even sadder is that some of these kids are growing up with no respect. You know, like they don't have no home training, and the results are very, very, how can I put this? The results are very damning, because us as single mothers, you know, we try to give our kids what we didn't have, or more than what we had. And sometimes when the appreciation goes unappreciated, you know, we as mothers, you know, we do feel some type of way. But I tell my kids, you know, like, I just want y'all to grow up and be positive adults. I want y'all to be able to live in society and, you know, be able to live out your dreams, because it's hard. And then being a single mother, my mom was a single mother. You know, my grandma was a single mother till she got married. You know, my great grandmother, she was married, but she was a single mother before she got married.
I say that all the time. I tell my cousins them, and I be making them think about it, because I be like, y'all, we cursed. I don't know if our great grandmama stole somebody man or however it happened, but we cursed because every woman, for real though, because back in the day they believe that's what
I
they
told my
believe.
sister that
I said
last
so.
weekend.
You think about it, because
I
every
told,
woman in our family, besides like the older ones that was married and stuff, we are all single mamas. Nobody's with their kids' father no more. Nobody. Everybody's a single mama or had to. I'm not talking about who got boyfriends now and they boyfriends step up and be stepdaddies. I said at the beginning, everybody was with their baby daddy and all that. But when you think about it, you look back down our line, everybody is a single mom. Like the generational curse has to stop
yeah,
somewhere. Whoever great grandmama
it does.
stole whatever. That's how I feel. We our family from down south, so
This
I
is
feel
getting
like
back up.
yeah, like y'all punishing us for something my
Right.
great grandmama did. She took your man, you weren't happy, and you cursed every woman to be a single mama or something. Cause why we all single mamas?
And look,
For
and
real
curse
though.
generations there, 50 generations to come. Everybody will curse
Everybody, a
from
single mama. You know
on
what I'm saying?
from
Like,
them on down.
and it's
And then
crazy.
my mom had me at 14. So my mom had me at 14. She just passed away in 2020. So she was a single mom, and then my mom had five. You know,
Because it's a lot of
and
women with
I watched
multiple
my mom.
kids.
I watched my mom. My mom had me at 14. By the time my mom was 19, she had three. By the time my mom was 21, she had five. So my mom was born in 66. I was born in 81.
Mm.
So I watched my mom struggle, and I watched my mom raise kids while she was a kid, and I watched my mom die. Uh-uh.
And I feel like people
I
need to
watched my
stop
mom
looking
raise.
down on single mamas too. Because they don't know what
Yeah,
these women are going through. They don't know what these women got to do to feed their kids. I don't judge nobody by their situation or how they do what they do. Because you don't know how a woman have to provide in order to take care of kids. They look down on her. But
right,
if she out there selling pussy
right,
because
right,
she trying to provide for them kids and feed them kids, go ahead and do your thing. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
I'm not gonna look down. If you stripping
And
because
that's
you
what
want to
I had to
provide,
learn.
you selling drugs because you
Right,
want to provide, you work three jobs because you want to provide. The fact that you are trying to make sure that your kids have what they need, the necessities, how you get it is not nobody's business. But
right,
that's what's
right,
wrong with people. They rather judge
right.
you than to
Right.
help you or look down on you because, oh, your kids don't got what they kids got. That's not fair,
Right.
because you don't know
Cause
what I'm going through to even get my kids what they got. But people will
right.
judge you and make you feel small because you're a single mom. Like you said, we
Right.
can't make these niggas stand up and be dads. We can't make them
Right.
make the right decisions that they don't think like we do. We be wild, we
Right.
be out there, but when we get pregnant, every woman
Right.
gets that thought. When we get pregnant, like, oh man, we finna have this baby. When they first tell you pregnant, you get that feeling like you're a totally different person after that.
Yeah.
Hearing that news, because
I
me,
got
I know
pregnant.
I couldn't believe it. I kept telling them, y'all lying. I ain't
I
pregnant.
got
Y'all lying.
pregnant
Y'all gonna
at 25.
retest me, and I,
Right.
I made them test me 4 different times and it came back. It took them to wheel me down and show me the little thing in my stomach because I did not believe it. I swear, I told doctor, you a lie. I'm the auntie. I ain't having no kids. But then I got to thinking about it like, what am I gonna do? My mom wasn't there, for me like that. How do I know how to be a mom?
Right.
But then I thought about it like after I had my baby, there's no rules to how you be a mom. There's no rule book sitting there waiting on you to be like, you had a baby, this is what you got to do. I remember rolling over and catching my baby by her leg because they say don't sleep with the kids with you in the bed. Well, you know what? I'm tired of tripping over that. She don't want to sleep in the pack and play. So I'm going to put her right here next to me. I feel her. And when she rolled, I grabbed her. I had her. But that's a first time mom thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, my baby almost fell. All my babies rolled off the fell on the bed, on the floor. I'm a bad mom. It's so much that people don't
I'm a
understand.
bad mom.
First thing we say is we a bad mom. Oh man, this, that, and the third. But you never know. People work in so many jobs to provide and take care of their kids. And I hate that so many people in general look down on single moms. Like it's such this bad thing to be.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't raise a man.
We're
I don't
frowned
watched a lot of
upon a lot.
women.
We're the ones that,
They say that
yeah, like we
a
frowned
woman,
on,
yeah, a
we
woman
frowned
can't
upon a
raise
lot
no man. You
because we are
crazy. I
so
don't watch
bad.
women raise men. I don't watch women
And
raise
then
boys into men. Gentlemen, smart, educated. They got something going for themselves. They daddy wasn't there. The mama did it. How you gonna say a
right,
mama can't
the
raise a
mama.
man? Yes, a child needs a father, but you cannot say that a woman cannot raise a man.
Because what choice do we have?
Right.
They leave us with no choice, but they
They,
give us, the option to be a single mom because you're not ready for the responsibility or you don't think you can handle it. But else, as a woman, we feel the same way. But society, got us feeling that, we're so strong all the time and we're made to be so strong. Like we're not supposed to break. We're not supposed to have meltdowns. We're not supposed to be overwhelmed. We're not supposed to be sad, or we're not supposed to be depressed, or we're not supposed to have anxiety. But when you so used to toting the world on your
Mhm.
shoulders, like it's hard not to come out unscathed. You know,
And then they so
it's
quick.
hard not to come out.
They
Yeah,
so quick to want
yeah,
to take your kids from you. They quick
yeah,
to want to
yeah.
take somebody
Endless
kids
thing.
from them. I
Right,
dropped dirt. I had a little weed in my system. So y'all want to take my baby. Do you not know I need to smoke
right,
that blunt to calm down because I probably done applied for 30 damn jobs and I ain't get it?
right,
I don't know what
right,
we gonna eat. It's enough just for her or him. You know what I'm saying? Or
right,
them.
right,
It's a
right.
lot of mamas that ain't even ate today because they fed their kids.
Come on now. Come on now.
It's a
I
lot
be
of
like that
mamas
all the time.
that go to bed hungry because it wasn't enough for all them. It was just enough for the kids. But you gonna come in my household and take my kids because it wasn't enough. I didn't eat. I let them eat. It is not enough because I don't get paid to this time or next time, or I don't have nobody to fall back on. Y'all won't
Right.
give me
You
food stamps
between
because y'all say
chicken
I
eggs.
make too much
Right,
money. But the
right.
littlest thing, you want to come in here and take my kids.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
ma'am.
Like it's crazy how they look down on single moms. It's a lot of women. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of women out here that could do a lot better than what they doing as women and as
Yeah,
mothers.
yeah, yeah,
But that
yeah.
take
You're
away
right.
from the women and the mothers that's doing
And
all they can, that's trying so hard, that's applying to these jobs, that don't have the family to help them, or the baby daddy ran
right.
off, or he gone to prison, or he done got killed, or it's so many reasons why
Or he
a
addicted to
child don't
drugs.
have fathers, or he addicted to
Yeah, or
drugs, or
they addicted
yeah.
to drugs.
It or at first, another thing I hate. Well, you knew who he was before you had a baby. I didn't have expect for him to.
You know what?
That's their favorite line.
You just like me, cause that make my flesh crawl.
Like what?
Sometimes you don't find out who you dealing with until
Until after
after
the
the
baby.
child is born. Like they say, you can be married to somebody for 20 years and don't
And
know who
don't
you
know
married to until what? After.
after yeah.
So
When you're
how you
going through
just
the
gonna feel
divorce
a certain
part.
type of way about right? And it's hard, and that's why I say like we're frowned upon so much and so regular, but when you look at when you look at the chain as far as cultural differences and black women, period, like we the one face so much. We face so much ridicule. We face so much disrespect. We face so much um unfairness. We face so many obstacles daily just to try to raise some kids. And
Exactly.
it hurts me so bad because they always expect you to know all the answers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And us as mothers know we don't know all the answers. Like we're learning as you go, as you say. Like everybody don't have a White House and a picket fence.
No.
Everybody don't have a full family to support. Everybody don't have a support system to where they don't have to depend on daycares. Because me being a single mom, I had to have daycares in place. I mean, from the time my kids were 6 weeks old, clean on up till they was old enough to wash themselves.
Yep.
Um, had to make sure, that they were
People,
being
you got
able to go to
babysitters,
school.
they down to
Yeah,
babysit, they want more money, they want this, or they don't want to watch the kid, then they
right.
change their mind. You don't give them something they want. Now they don't bring your kids over here no more, and this, that, and the third.
Or
Then you
half
got,
treat them bad,
yeah,
mistreat them just because.
or they
And
know
it's
your
hard.
situation and they telling the next person all your business. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't want to deal with them, but you need this babysitter. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Because
right,
if I don't go to work, I can't feed them.
right,
But what, you know what I'm saying? You got so many barriers that weighs upon us that people don't understand. Behind the scenes is real. When you taking care of these kids by yourself, it's real. And then if you got multiple children, it's real. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It ain't no, it's really they are. You only got one kid. Like people tell me all the time, you got it made. You only got one. That don't mean I got it made
That
because I
one
got
still
one.
need to be taken care of. That's it. That one still got needs just like them 2 and 3, 4 and 5. Yes, they do. Yes, guess what? I still got to make sure they straight. Yes, even after they grown, I still got to make sure they okay. Yes, like, come on now. I just feel like we get kicked and beat down all because they feel that we are a statistic. But sometimes, whether they know it or not, sometimes being a single mom is sometimes the best thing that ever happened to us because
Yeah.
sometimes the other parent, some of them
Ain't for
are
the right thing.
murderers. Yes, some of them just not right for the kids' mental health or even you. So
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of them are forced into being single moms. You have married women that's forced to be a single mom because their husband cheating. Like
Or
it's
beating
all
on
type
them,
of
or
situations.
yeah, beating
Yeah,
on them,
domestic
and
violence.
yeah,
Like
all type of stuff.
yeah,
So some women
my
do choose. You got to protect your kids. You got to get. You can't let
yeah,
them be in that environment. Some of them, some of these men is beating on the women and the kids.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
killing the
And then
kids just as well. Yeah,
so it's hard, and it's like it is hard for us to date because we can't. You can't have everybody around your kids. And then it's like
yeah,
these days, the time you see on these articles on the social media, the boyfriend done beat up the kid, the mama choosing the boyfriend. You got the kids getting molested by the parents. You got you. It's so much that single mothers have to be afraid of when you put your kids out there.
You sure right. And everybody ain't trusted. And uncle and auntie are also the main
Yeah,
ones molesting kids. The
yeah,
main
you
ones
know.
mistreating kids. The main one dogging the kids. And it's sad that villages are not raising kids anymore. You know,
Nope.
I remember, hey, we used to be out there in the middle of the street playing. You know, you got to be in the house for the street lights come on. Somebody else gonna make sure you in the house for the street light come on, cause somebody on your street is gonna be making sure every child get in their house when it get dark. Now,
Yeah,
baby, people will turn their blind eye and they will close their door, shut their blinds. But you can't blame people for that because these parents, these people these days, you know, don't hit my
they want to
child. You
be
know,
that
don't touch
kid's friend. Yeah, yeah.
and
You
want to
right.
be that right. And it's not helping our culture. It's not helping society. It's not helping us as a whole as people because we still losing. We still losing.
Yep. Because when my child's father first went to prison, that switched my whole world upside down
Yeah.
because he was an
You
active
know what they
parent, and it really turned me. It like I went through a depression stage because here I am. I let you talk me into keeping this baby, and
mm-hmm.
I had so many plans for myself. But here I am in love and all that, and I get pregnant,
It
and I let
happens to the
you,
best of us.
I let you talk me into keeping this baby. And 2 years later, you kill somebody, and now you gone, and I'm here to take care of this baby. After I told you, don't leave me to take care of this baby by myself. You go
Right.
out and make a decision, and now I'm taking care of this baby by myself. So I went through
Right.
a whole depression stage. I had to learn my baby all over because I was the one going to work and doing all that. And you want to be in the streets and hustle, you figure out a babysitter because I'm going to work. And I'm tired of paying for one a
Right.
babysitter when you ain't doing nothing. So you might as well, you can hustle when I get off work. Or it's up
That's
to you
it.
to
That's
figure it out and get you a babysitter. Like I would have to figure it out because I'm going to work.
right.
So it was like he spent more time with her than I did. So when it was time for me to step in and he was going to prison, we had to learn each other all over. Me and this baby had to
Right.
learn each other. We're growing with each other now. I tell people all the time when I get on my podcast, I'm speaking from experience too,
Right.
because
Right.
I had to learn how to be a mom.
Right. That's the best experience because I only can speak to you on what I've been through, on what I've witnessed, on what I've shared, or what I faced, what I endured. I can't tell you about something that, I haven't been through. I done been through domestic violence. I done been beat before until I lost a baby. I done been drugged before. I done been, raped before. I done been molested before. Like I can talk to you about them things. I done lost a mom at a young age. I can talk to you about that. I got a dad living with cancer. I can talk to you about that. I got a sister living with success. I can talk to you about that. But some things don't come with no instruction booklet or
But
no rules.
and
Like
motherhood is
you
one
just
thing that don't come with that.
you got to hit the
Motherhood
ground
don't.
running.
For y'all watching, listening, y'all know, because a lot of people ain't gonna say nothing, but people know motherhood do not come with no instruction. Even when I meet new people that's pregnant and they get ready to be moms, I just tell them like this: look, your life about to change forever, according to how you love your baby. If you
Forever.
really love your child, your life is about to change. It's not about you no more. If you one of them type of mamas,
Right.
you got the granny, you can put the baby off on the granny, and you're never gonna experience the full thing of motherhood because you can throw your baby off where you need to. But as for us mothers that we had these kids, when you hold that baby for the
Yeah,
first time and you realize this is my baby, this is me, this is
right.
your,
Right. I can't
mama's
take this
baby,
baby
daddy's
back.
baby. They've been saying it forever. They've
Yep.
been saying it forever. And I said, because at the end of the day, a real mama is not going to leave their child nowhere put them in harm's way. You're gonna do whatever you gotta do. I sold drugs. I did I didn't steal. I ain't sold no
Right.
pussy or nothing like that. But I made sure I sold drugs to make sure we had what we needed. And I went to work.
Right.
But then when her
Okay.
dad went to
Correct.
prison, I stopped. I ain't sold drugs. He been
Right.
gone 8 years now. I haven't sold drugs in 8 years. I've been struggling because I'm going to work and I'm doing it the legit way because I can't afford to go to jail
Right.
and my baby be out
Process.
here
Right.
living with people, and I know
Without a
what I
parent.
went through. I know what I went through living with people and how they treated me and how they talked about my mama because she was on drugs and how that, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, we ain't. I'm not doing that.
Right.
You
I
have
know
to.
that's right.
It's all about you. It's, you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day,
Correct.
you have to turn around and figure out: are you going to be a mother, or are you going to run from your responsibility like he did? I don't have the
Right.
option to run. I can't run. My
And
legs won't let me. I love my baby too
you hear
much.
me? When I look at my kid's face, that's the main reason why, like you said, I can't run because, like I said, I don't have no big family support system. I know if I don't do it, it won't get done. So
Mm-hmm.
so, but when they look at my face, I'm all they see. They don't see daddy. They don't see auntie and uncle and cousin. All they see is mama, and they expect mama to have it done or get it done or be able to do it whenever they say they won't need it or and I'm okay with that because that's my responsibility is to provide for you and make sure you got. But it's also a major stress and strain when you have to continue to do it by yourself because it take a lot out you. You don't get no rest. You
You don't
don't
get
get
no
to
rest. You
sleep
don't.
in. You don't like you be exhausted. You be overwhelmed. You be frustrated. You feel like everything is coming up against you because you're so busy. Have to go, 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 go. You don't
Yeah.
get a chance to pump your brakes and slow down and look both ways before you cross the street. No. Sometimes you got to jump out there and look both ways and jump at the same time to keep from getting
At the
hit.
same time, you so right about that.
At the
And
same time.
you got some mamas who know that's working hard and they know they kids bad as hell. They know they ain't doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And they stressed out because they
Yeah.
know they your kids. If you be around your kids and you
I
stressed
know. I
out,
know mine.
you know your kids. You know you can hear it be like, man, I know. I like, man, I know. I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure it out. Some people be like, oh, my kid would never, my kid would, no, we ain't gonna play that role.
Yeah.
Because you watch this child grow up and how
This how
many
my
times
mama
you have to
was.
tell them to stop doing certain stuff. You think they not out there
My
doing
mama
that in
say
the
the
streets
same
and you
thing.
ain't around?
Right.
You
My
know,
mama say the
some
same
of
thing,
us
baby.
do
Don't
be
tell me what my kid ain't no.
blindsided by our kids. So yeah, it gets hard when they get older because being a single parent, it's only one parent. Mama probably got to work third shift. So now her
Yeah.
house is the party house. You know what I'm saying? Or it's
Yeah.
something. It's always something. So people need to watch their mouth sometimes because you don't know what's going on. She might got three
Right.
jobs and can't be at home as much. So they do got to raise
Right.
each other or they self.
Right.
Not because she
You hear me?
abandoned them. Not because she
Right. Or
abandoned
because
them.
she got to have her business. Right.
No, it's a lot of women out here that's really single moms and they're doing the best that they can and they don't get enough credit.
Right.
We don't get
And it's
enough
just
credit.
like, right. That's like right now, at this point in time, a lot going on. And I don't, talk down on nobody or none of that. But like right now, at this time, okay, it's crunch time. School finna start. They having giveaways with school supplies, or haircut giveaways, or hairdo giveaways. And a friend of mine was asking me, about going to a school supply drive, and I said, you know what? And I was like, I don't have no problem with it. I just go and donate because I already got my kids' stuff. And I said, and I'm just gonna just donate because I don't believe in being greedy, and I believe someone always needs stuff. So I'm not finna, stand in line to receive something when I know I'm able. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Regardless of how I got to get it done, I'm able to go buy school supply. So no, I'm not finna stand up there and take school supply when I know someone else
You really
could
need it.
use it, or in a
Yep.
situation that I am. So me as being the mother that I am, I'm going to do what I'm responsible for doing. I'm going to go buy my kids school supply. If I need help with anything, I ask with just what I need help with. I don't go and take advantages of certain services because just because it's free and it's government systems and you do qualify. No, I don't do that because it's always somebody in a worse situation.
Yep. You're right. And
I'm
I say that
always
all the time.
clothes. I'm always giving away something. I will give it away because at the end of the day, we all on borrowed time, and
Mm-hmm.
and I just helping wherever I'm helping, wherever I'm able to help because it's just hard. Period. Being a single mom, it's hard. Like it's hard. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like last week, like I cried last week. School finna start. Haircuts are $25. You know, um, my son got specialists to go to. I got to deal with counselors. I got to deal with mental health specialists. I got to deal with people in my home, in and out, 2 or 3 times out the week. You know what I'm saying? Like it's constant, and it's just like sometimes I just want to just be like, and I can't. I can't do it for him, and I can't do it for me
Yep.
because I'm expected to be so strong all the time, but I can't break. I can't have a weak moment. I can't have a moment to where I feel like, look, you know what? I need an encouraging word too. Like right now, like I am about to break. Like I need help. And that's why, I tell people like treat people how you want to be treated. I don't care who you is. You never know who you're gonna need. You never know who God gonna send to help you.
Exactly.
Especially with these kids. Like I say, it's not taking a village no more raising these kids. It's not. Everybody on the street now looking after your kids.
Mm-mm.
Especially if you got some disrespectful kids. Don't nobody want to fool with your kids.
Exactly. Like I tell
So
people,
it's just
like,
like we
like my birthday next week, right? And they like, what you doing for your birthday? What you doing for your birthday? I'm like, y'all, this year, nothing. Because my birthday
right,
on the 15th, school started on the 21st. I'm late doing my school shopping. So that's where my birthday money finna go. I get paid the day after
right.
my birthday. I gotta get hair done. I gotta
Yeah,
get
I got
a
to
whole
get
wardrobe. My daughter done skip some sizes. You know what I'm saying? She
yeah,
growing. So I gotta, I can't party. I can't turn up this year. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I'm like, I'm finna be 34 years old, y'all. Y'all, I love my birthday. But this year, I'm chilling. Call me, stop by. Come,
right.
blow with me. You can sip with me or whatever. But this year, I'm not doing no extravagant nothing. I'm not gonna sit up here and just to throw this big extravagant birthday and then to be stressed out on how, where, what, when. I can't depend on the godparents to help me. I can't depend on her
Right,
daddy to help me. I got
right,
my sister is willing to help me. She don't even have kids. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
she's willing to help do, like step in and do some stuff and get some stuff. But at the end of the day, I have to make sure she has the backpack, the school supplies, the
Yeah,
outfits. She want to play sports. I gotta pay for that. I gotta
yeah. My
pay.
daughter's 16, so I know exactly what you're saying. She's going to be a junior this year. So, and it's
Like,
just
yeah.
like,
She going to the 5th grade this year. There's a lot of stuff she growing out of this little kid mentality, you know.
yeah,
So she's getting into a preteen. She's growing. She's developing. Her body is developing. Everything is changing. She into her facial care stuff, and now she wants every day. She wants something different, you know. So it's
yeah.
like I had to.
And then hit that after school spurt. Like my son, he going to the 6th grade. He went from a 10, now he in the size 14. You know, in 2 months. Went from a 10 to a 14 in 2 months, from a size 6 shoe to a 7
Yes,
in 2 months.
I had just bought, girl, I just bought 14, 16s. Now, she can't fit none of that. She got a big, she bottom heavy. So now she in a 3. You 10, girl, slow down. I just bought
Wow.
14, 16s.
Right,
And now you
right,
can't fit them.
right.
The other day I had some shorts, some brand new shorts I just got from Old Navy. And I was like, try these on. I, take them off. I just bought them. You can't
Can't
even fit
wait.
them. ain't even warm yet.
Wow.
And it's like I'm not like
I ain't lying. I
anytime
got a pearl. I need to take back to the store.
right, like
I
man,
got a pearl. I need to take back to the store. They, they sitting on my dashboard in the car with the receipt on top of them, so I won't forget them and steal out to take them back to
yeah,
get my money back. Cause my kids, they got to wear regular school clothes. They not even wearing uniforms, so they wearing regular clothes. And
man,
with regular clothes, it comes with a lot of bullying, and it comes with like this pressure. And then I have a boy, and I don't want him up there fighting. I don't want him putting his hands on nobody,
mm-hmm.
and I still want him dressed decent because no, I don't want him to be a target because they feel that even though he might not have what they have, he's not
Yeah.
no better than them. Like it's a lot. It's a
And
lot.
I try to raise her
So
not to be materialistic, and it's hard when you got
right,
society going against that, you know. So she'll look
yeah,
at it like,
right,
"Oh, you just don't want to." No, because you don't need that. You know what I'm saying? We go back and forth on, no, I'm not buying that. I buy stuff and it don't
right,
matter. You wanted hoverboards. You got two.
right.
You don't even ride them. You want a brand new bike, you got to use the tire went flat, and then you didn't even want the bike no more. Then you want the skates, got skates. Now you only can find one skate. You like you. Why am I running to go buy all
She
this
remind me of
stuff?
my son.
I go buy all this stuff so you can have it, but for you to fit in with these kids, that's gonna turn around and be mean to you later. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a lot that we have to deal with because bullying is real. My child came home sad. I'm like, what is going on with you? Like, what is the problem? What's going on? Come to find out
Right,
what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, something wrong. You got to deal with that. You got to have these type of conversations and talk to your kids about bullying other kids or being bullied by kids. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's stressful because you stressed out like, okay, is my baby having a good day at school today? Them the type of thoughts that just randomly run through your head,
yeah,
and people don't get
yeah,
that.
yeah. And
You could be
especially
at work chilling and be like,
having a
dang,
child with
I wonder
PTSD.
if my baby having a
Right,
good day at school today. I wonder, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me see. I wonder. Then you ask them, sometimes they don't want to say because they know your mama gonna go
I be like
nuts.
this. I be like this. Right, I be like this. Ooh, I'm so nervous. I'm looking at my phone. I ain't got no call from the school. I guess everything got right. I don't
Everything
know when
going
they
all
call
right.
it, but I know
Yeah.
they call it. But right now, yeah. So I just be like, oh, I ain't got that call yet. I just be on edge because
Yeah. Because you don't
every time I
know.
turn around, there's always something happening, and that's why I think like, what's the statistic? About a single mom that have a disabled child, they got to devote 24 hours, 7 days a week to one child, and they have more than one child. So
Yeah.
I mean, like, how you can explain, that, that take a lot out of a parent. No,
Yeah.
I'm not dumbing down my responsibilities. I ain't backing down from that one of them either. I'm not backing down for not one responsibility. I'm gonna face it head on.
You're right. Just like you said, when you
So
have a
I
disabled
had
child
to learn.
with multiple kids and you have a disabled child and that child needs more attention than the other, you do have to make time for the other child. You have to let them know that they are just as important
Yeah,
as this
yeah,
child. Kids will feel left out. They'll feel like, oh,
right,
you love this child more
right,
but they don't understand until they get older and understand like, okay, this is why he or she needed more attention. But growing up, they don't see that. They just see that this child
right,
get more attention than them and they get more. But it's like, so it's harder for a parent with, a kid with special needs and they got multiple kids. Like you said, you barely can take a bath by
right.
yourself. You have a kid, you can't bath by yourself. You can't use the bathroom by yourself. My daughter would sit outside the bathroom door and talk to me, and I'll just be like, oh my God, this is my time. Like, give me a minute.
Jadonna, my son is sitting right here on the other side of this floor, right up under this chair where I'm sitting there. And I get it. I mean, to the
So
bathroom he'll go. I mean, I mean,
you can't do
that's my
nothing.
son. He gonna follow me wherever I go. I can't do nothing. I was trying to date a man. He said, he was like, I got a question for you. And they was like, well, what's the question? Like, well, are you gonna treat us like your kids or your stepkids? I said, huh? He said, I just want to know, is he gonna treat us like his real kids, or are he gonna treat us like his stepkids? I want to know if he gonna love us like he love you. And I'm like,
Yeah, but and that,
but
those
I
are
didn't think of it like that. But I'm just 9-year-old kid asking this grown question. And I was like, oh, let me learn something. Let me
right
sit
because
back.
they
I'm waiting on the
smart.
answer.
They smart. These kids is smart. These kids these days is way smart. You know what I'm saying? So that it's a
Yeah,
legitimate
especially
question.
80.
That's a
Yeah, he
legitimate
showed it. And I'm
question.
just
Like
like,
you know that how you thinking? Like damn. You know, if my child feels it, I got to start paying
yeah,
attention. You know what I'm saying? A little more to detail because, like you said, being a single mom
right,
and trying to date and have somebody is it's hard because what if the kids don't like them? What if they secretly don't like the kids? It's something. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
it's just like, who it is a hard
yeah,
thing to do. You know, it's and it's like I was telling people they like,
it
oh, what
is.
about single
It's a
dads? I
hard
said,
thing.
well, yeah, we could do an episode on single dads, but today we talking about the single mamas because they need to be acknowledged for what they're doing. Because it's a lot of men out here that ain't you don't even know what size your kids wear. They shoe size,
Yeah,
they favorite color, nothing. We gotta know and keep this. We gotta know down to
what
their
they're
favorite
allergic
teddy
to.
bear, the favorite binky they want to suck on, the teddy bear, the blanket, the you can't lose nothing. You can't
Right,
lose nothing. You know what I'm
right,
saying? It's like
right.
you what if you got a cry baby? So now you got to go back and get your baby because your baby won't stop crying.
Ooh,
Nobody want a baby. See, I had a cry baby. They'll tell me in a minute, you got to come back get her. She got hip. If I keep crying, my mama coming
right,
back. You know what I'm saying? So come get her because she won't stop crying. Like,
right.
here I come. Like, dang. You know,
Right,
and
for real.
like I seen a
Right.
post. What made me laugh? The post said, "You can't say fuck them kids if you don't be around them kids." People get offended when people say fuck them kids. No, I fuck them kids sometime because
Right,
I be tired of kids. I got one kid. If I have a sleepover,
right.
I say you can have somebody come stay tonight. I look up, I have 6 kids, 6 girls. I said one. You got 6 cousins over every time. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta. It's crazy. It's
It
crazy.
is. It really is.
You know, single moms, people don't understand. Like, people really don't understand. And then, like I was saying, statistically, like these rates is crazy. This 15.7 million kids being raised without a father. That's
And
a
it's
lot.
sad because it lets you know that our black men is not stepping up, not willing to step up, and not trying to step up, but yet they still want to blame the mother for everything when it takes two to make this child.
Yep.
It takes two to properly raise this child.
You
You
got
know, so
57.6% of these kids that don't have a father are black. That's over
and I'm
half.
one of them.
Me too.
And I'm one of them. Yeah, yeah. So,
And they still won't give me no food stamps
wow.
because they say I make too much. Like, this is crazy.
You hear me?
And
Shoot,
rent, you want a decent two
I
bedroom.
started getting look, I started getting some child support. They cut the food stamps off.
Like, you can't win for nothing.
Yeah,
They tell you if you don't want to comply and tell them who the daddy
right.
is, you can't get no health insurance. Like, so little Jimmy break his arm, I'm just supposed to tie that motherfucker back up. Like, I'm trying to figure this out. I got
And
y'all.
yeah, and you supposed to come get him because you feel like I'm neglecting him because I can't give him the proper care he needs because I might not even know who his daddy is. You know, like come on now, like it's
It's
crazy.
great. It's a no-win situation. You got to be
Right,
married for them to care.
right,
You got to be married. If you ain't, you know what I'm
right.
saying? You automatically a single mama if you ain't married. They already say that as soon as the baby born.
But at the same time, you could be married and still be a single parent.
You right about that.
They still can be in the household and still choose not to do their part.
You right about that, because I pay attention. A lot of people, for real,
What's
a lot
what's
of
worth
people, they be faking the
what's worth
flaws.
having a what's worth having a title? Right.
They be
Why
faking.
why why have the title of being married and you know that house ain't happy and the kids ain't being taken care of properly? Just to say you got a man or just to say you got a woman. Is it
Yeah,
worth the title? It's not worth it. If you ain't got no peace,
exactly.
it's not worth it. So yeah, I'll be a single mama any day, but before I choose to be unhappy and
Or
before I
deal
choose
with
to
that
stay in a relationship because of
unnecessary. Yeah.
quote unquote kids, because of some kids. Guess what? Kids grow up. Kids gonna have to understand. Now everybody ain't meant to be together forever. But at the end of the day, guess what? As a parent, as your mama, that is my job to make sure you is taken care of. When you reach the age of 18 and you give me that diploma, the world is yours.
And everything in it.
But this door gonna always open for you if you never need be. I will
Yeah,
never turn my back on you. I will never leave you. I will never not do what I'm supposed to do for you. I'm gonna always love you good, bad, and the ugly. I'm not gonna uphold you in the wrong, but I'll stand beside you. And
exactly. I
I,
tell
and I tell
you
I
that
tell my
all
kids
the
that.
time. Tell me the truth. I don't care if you is in the wrong. That way I know how to help
Right.
you. I know how to help you and
Exactly.
get you out of that. Don't leave me in there blind and I'm sitting here going to
Yeah.
war for you and you is true.
I told my son that I can't fight for you if I can't believe nothing you say. I
Yeah.
can't go up and try to talk to these people and you lying. I can't fight for you like that. Tell me the truth. Tell me what's going on. You lying, it makes me look like a fool. For one, they call me up here because you up here cutting up. And then I get up here trying to listen to your side of the story because you cutting up. And they're gonna have their side of the story because you cutting up. Your story is not gonna match with their side, and their side gonna always
Wasn't
win
even
because
here.
they're gonna overpower you all because
Yep. And
that
I
part.
wasn't even here to even
And
know
so
what
I'm
happened.
just like,
Exactly. That's what I tell
right,
them. You
right.
gotta tell,
I'm getting
tell
called at
me.
home and got to come up to the school.
You
Right,
gotta tell me so
right.
I know.
And that's what I
Let me
tell you.
know.
That's
Mama, I
what I
did
tell
it.
you. Right.
Mama, I did it. Just say
Yeah.
that so I know how we gonna work this out. I did it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Point blank
Okay.
period. Look,
You
ma,
did.
I did it.
Right. Yeah, you did it. Accept the fact that you did it. And since you did it, now it's got to deal with consequences. Now we got to deal with consequences because you did what you did. That's because of the choice you made. So now you're going to deal with consequences. So however these consequences go, I'm going to need you to know that, guess what? That's the part about telling the truth. Some people can work with you and some people can't, but you got to get somebody something to work with. I don't want to go nowhere fighting for you and try to be honest and tell them about you and the whole time you lying. You done made me and you look like a fool.
And don't embarrass me.
Like,
I
no,
don't like
that ain't how they go. Yeah, don't do that. Please
Yep.
don't.
You
Please
got
don't.
it. Yeah, I don't like
We
that. Don't have me
we ain't
looking
got
crazy.
to
I be talking about "No, my child ain't do it, my child ain't do it, and then they put you on camera and show me you did it.
every
Let me
time that
know.
camera gonna work every time because they show how they do.
Yeah, you gotta let and I feel like as single moms, man, I feel like we need more single mom clubs, groups, discussions for people to be able to express themselves and
Activities.
release and to, have a chance to say fuck them kids and not be judged. Don't come over here and you don't take care
Right,
of your kids and you want to talk about what kids do. No, I'm talking
right,
about the mamas that's really taking care of their kids and doing what they doing. We should have a chance to be able to
and
vent
need
and
a break.
talk to each
Right.
other and take a break you know, and that's why I'm glad that my brother
We need a
does
no
his,
judgment zone.
yeah, no judgment zone, and I
Yeah,
might
we
just
need a no
start one of them pages, no
single mom,
judgment,
no
yeah,
judgment zone. Yeah, single mom, no judgment zone.
and we
Because
can
that's the
talk
thing.
about,
Just like you
yeah,
said, everything we say it get taken out of context. Because we're
yep,
single mom. Oh, if we say fuck them kids, that means, oh, you're not. being a mama. You're not taking care of your kids. You're not taking care of your responsibilities. No, you're not being a woman. No, if I say fuck them kids, I mean don't ask me for nothing because you got everything in the house you already need. I mean fuck them kids because guess what? I done cooked yesterday and it's leftovers today
And
and
I'm
you can
not
go
buying
eat
no
them. I
McDonald's
say fuck
today.
them kids. Right. You don't need no new shoes. Not just bought some last week. I'm saying fuck them kids because I done went and bought clothes and only thing it is you just don't want to get in your closet and look for what you got. I'm saying fuck them
Exactly.
kids because me as a mom, I know I did my part. Now
Exactly.
everybody can't say fuck them kids that way.
Oh,
That's
they
how I
can't.
say it
They
because I
can't.
know I done did what I supposed to do.
That's why I say people
So
take it out
hey,
of
yeah, you
context
right.
and then yep, and they run with it. They take it
Yeah,
out of context and they run with it. And it's crazy because you can't judge
right,
me for what I say, and I'm sitting here and my child being annoying as hell. Like you could be able to say,
right,
I want to be able to be like, you know what? Today I just don't got it. I can't. I don't got it.
right,
I don't got no food stamps. I can't buy the food today, and I'm in a group with a whole bunch of single women that understand. No, you're not judging me and talking about me over here with this mom. No, okay. What we gonna do as a group of moms? I think we all should, maybe $5, $10. That's whatever we can help her out, get some groceries or something. Stop judging each other if you're not gonna help. Stop sitting there and
right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Stop sitting there on the back burner judging people about their situations if you're not going to. I'm gonna check it out. She said she got a
Right,
group
right,
called Moms United GR. See, I had one called Moms Sticking Together, and it was going good for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I connected a lot of women that had autistic kids together, and they was able to help incite with each other. It's been a minute since I've been in the group, but it was a no judgment zone. If you get on there, you can get in there and
yeah,
say whatever, however you felt. Like I had a lady come on there and tell
right,
me like, I just had it today with the kids, everything. I locked myself in the room. I didn't want to be bothered. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? No, I didn't
right.
call
And we
CPS
need
and
that.
be, you know, no,
We
I'm not
need it.
judging you.
I know
Yeah, like
we
she like, I feel bad. My child was crying and I just could let them,
do. I don't feel bad. As long as I
you
know
know,
they ain't hungry and their pamper is changed. Hey, I don't feel bad, baby. If you want to cry, cry. It's okay.
because I
It's
might
okay.
cry
We're gonna
with you.
cry in
Yeah,
the safe
you
zone.
never
Let me
know.
put this
Everybody,
pallet
yeah,
down there. Do you hear me?
for
Let
real.
me
You
put
know what
this
I'm saying?
pallet down and make sure you got something to play with. These people around you. We're gonna cry together.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm mad too.
My kids done pissed me off too.
Yeah.
I know my friends every day.
You hear
One of
me?
my friends watching Key. I cuss. She hear me every day. Cause I'm yelling. I'm a yelling parent. I yell so much out. I'd be tired of
Right.
hearing myself yell. I have to tell myself like,
I'm trying
I ain't,
hard
I
to
ain't
stop
not
being the
today.
yelling parent.
I'm the one of the yelling parents. I'm gonna whoop your
I got
ass.
to
And
be
ain't
the
gonna do
action
nothing.
parent.
I'll be the main one talking about, I'm finna do this. Ain't finna whoop or nothing. Just yelling. Just stop. Sit down. Cause it's like,
You
but
hear me?
for real, ain't finna do nothing. Be all on the phone yelling. Just she get on my nerves. Like
Right.
sometimes my daughter get on my nerves. Like sometimes she really makes me so mad. But it's
Yeah,
not that. Oh,
yeah.
I don't
And,
love
and
her.
that's the thing. Like, that's a crime. It's not a crime to say my kids got on my nerves today. I have nerves. Yeah, they have nerves, but yeah, you done got on my nerves today. Yes, I still love you, but no, I don't want to be bothered. Yes, you can go fix something to eat. Yes, I want to stay in my room. I just don't want to, you know. Many fail to realize there's no book or guide to be a parent, so it's trial and error every day. But to remain calm, it takes to call a time out. Most definitely. Because if you don't get that time out, baby, them kids will blow your top off your head. Yeah, I definitely believe. I have my days where I don't talk to nobody. I be in my room. Yeah,
Because
for real. Like seriously, I let them know. I love my kids to death. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for them. But guess what, baby? Mama mental health needs check today. Mama mental health needs check today. I'm not feeling my best mentally. Right now I'm dealing with some things I don't know how to control or how that I'm gonna, process what's going on. So all I'm asking is, can you stay in your room and mind your business, or you can go in the living room and do what you're gonna do. But look, mama need this me time for me right now. You know, like and that's how I have to talk to my kids. That's how I have to explain to my son, like, it's okay. Mama just needs to be by herself for a little while.
Mm-hmm. And ain't
And
nothing
I,
wrong with
I think another right that they say, well, when you going through stuff, don't let your kids, don't do that around the kids. Don't let the kids know you are having a moment. Well, look, I'm with these kids every day. There gonna be moments. They're gonna see some moments. I'm not finna cover up or sugarcoat nothing that the world gonna pull the cape off of. I'm not. If
it.
I'm
She said,
going through, I'm gonna let my kids know I'm going through. You know, I mean, it's just what it is. If I'm having a bad day, and I I'm gonna let my kids know I have a bad day.
yeah,
If my feelings is hurt, I'm gonna let my kids know I have my feelings are hurt. I'm not finna never not tell my kids what's wrong with me because I feel like I might inflict pain on them. Because at the end of the day, us as grown people, we have to fight the grown battles.
yep,
So even though yes, I might be sad because I can't get this done today, just know guess what? Mama gonna be all right. It's gonna get done. You don't have to feel no certain type of way. I got this. This just a vent moment for me. So I'm not gonna never try to sugarcoat nothing to my babies because this world is not gonna sugarcoat nothing. Matter of fact, it's gonna say it and do it and show it worse than I can.
yeah. She said they can help in some ways. You're right. When
Yes.
you let your
So
kids know what's going on with you, because my daughter sometimes she be like, "You all right, mom?" I'll be like, "Yeah, it's just and then she might not be so annoying today. She might go sit down and chill out for today.
right.
Like, okay, I know mama having a rough day, or you know what I'm
Uh,
saying. She, ma, you want me to rub your back? Mom, so or little stuff she'll come, you thirsty,
right.
or
Yup.
draw me a picture,
that
take me,
that 10-year old do
So
like that.
kids will help in a lot of ways because we might be going through something and they go
Yep.
draw us a picture that brightens our entire day, or just hug us
Yeah.
and say, Mom,
And
I
color.
love you, yeah, or Mom, I love you, and it's like you say, you deal with a disabled child, so you have a lot of overwhelming moments. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Right.
crazy because
Right.
people don't understand that. Like some mothers that don't have to deal with
Right.
that, they don't get that part.
Yeah.
Some people really
Oh, well,
don't
ma'am, I'm
understand
sorry.
that.
I would just like to know, right? Why you don't have a job? Because I have a disabled son and he needs care around the clock, 24 hours. I've been working all my life. I've never not had a job, but since his needs so much greater than my needs, since I always got to do for him before I do for me, then that's just a part of my life I have to put on hold right now. I'm just thankful that God is still able, that God is the provider, that God making a way for the needs to be met.
Exactly.
I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful to even know God, for God to be, for me to be able to go to God and say, "Look, I can't do this by myself. Like this is hard. No support, no other family members trying to step up and say, you know what, well, let me keep them for a weekend. Or, let me, right, or let me, give you
Yeah.
a break.
A
You
couple,
know,
yeah.
it's
She
hard. It's
said, so the
hard.
help is needed, not the backlash from someone who think they better than or think they better than but won't help and assist. And it's a lot of people out here like that. It's a lot of
Yeah,
people that
yeah.
think they
And,
better than the next
yeah,
person. And you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people like that that will judge you
yeah,
in
yeah,
your situation. And
yeah,
because they pretending like everything is okay in their household.
yeah. Or since you were such a single mom, and yeah, okay, you do know what some of the resources at, or how to get some help done. But at the same time, you as a single mom, like, why you not doing so bad? Why I got to look like I'm doing bad just because I'm a single mama? Why I got to look like, I'm gonna always struggle because I'm a single mama? Why it's gonna always look like that? I can't do for myself, or I can't help myself because I'm a single mama. A single mama is not a disease.
It's not. She say it's people taking advantage of the babysitters too. It is. It's a lot of people, but it's a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
people that don't even have babysitters.
It,
It is. We was talking about that, like
right.
it's a lot of women out here that be on some bullshit. But it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that messes up
Especially
the
the
view
ones
of the
babysitters
mothers
because
that
they need to go
don't
to
be
the
on
club.
that.
Yeah,
It
right.
is a lot of women that abuse their
Yeah,
babysitters. And then people don't want
yeah.
to
And see,
babysit and don't want to keep the kids because they don't know how to come get their kids, or they, you know what I'm saying? They're not using
right.
the resources. You got a babysitter, but you're not going to look for a job,
If
or you're not
I
taking
use
that.
daycare from the time my kids were 6 weeks old, clean on up. I think my kids just now start staying at home when they was 14. Yeah, probably about 14 and 7, 8, somewhere up there. But my kids always had babysitters from the time I had them because even though I was a single mom, my mom had a stroke of aneurysm at 35. So my mom had the mentality of a kid. So therefore, she couldn't be grandma or show that type of support. My mom was in a nursing home. Uh, my mom passed away at 54, so she lived with 20 some years with the stroke and the aneurysm. Like I've never had no one to keep my kids while I go party or to keep my kids while I go do some messed up stuff. I always had to be the one to pay somebody to keep my kids just so I can go to work and keep a roof over their head. And now that I look back on it, and I be trying to tell these young girls, y'all better be thankful to have a support system. Everybody don't have it. Like
Yeah,
I can show you what get it out the mud mean. When you got a mom there to keep your baby while you go to work and to make sure
you
your
got
baby
it
got what
made.
you ain't got, you better be kissing her feet. Cause
Cause
I don't get
I done
that.
had to quit a
I don't
couple of
get to drop
jobs
my
because
baby
I
off
didn't
at
have
my
no
mama house.
babysitter. Yep.
Yeah.
I done had to quit a couple jobs
And
or
try
do a shift that I didn't want to do because of my child. You know what I'm
making up
saying?
money for the other ends to me.
So you need more people
I
like you.
get
She said, I'm a village member. Give me that baby and go to bed, work and hustle. That's what's up that you like that, because a
it.
lot of women
Yes.
don't have that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And
Mm.
that's makes you a dope person in general, that you're willing to even do that. Because a lot of people don't have that. You know what I'm saying? And like I told you before,
Right.
that when you told me of a situation that you was doing, helping somebody, you don't know how much relief that could be. Because a lot of women be like you said,
Right.
postpartum is real. And a lot of women that's done killed their
Yeah.
kids or harmed their kids is because they didn't have a break.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
She said a lot has to do with what society
Most
put in
definitely right.
perspective for women, but don't enforce men to be a parent. That is stand up because they want to kill or lick them up. If a man had to do it all, can he? I say yes, but he would complain. Yeah, a lot of them would.
Yeah. Us women complain, but we know we ain't we still have to get it done. And I don't think it's so much as women complaining. I think it's women venting because they don't have that outlet or have nobody to even vent to. So therefore, I feel like, it's not always a complaint. No, I'm just venting. And this is how I feel. I'm not complaining about what I'm going through or how I got to make ends meet. I'm complaining about, like, because I'm tired. I'm
Yeah.
tired of having to be in overdrive all the time. I want to go in neutral sometimes. Why I just
Sometimes.
can't
Yeah.
mosey on through. Sometimes, like I, we very misunderstood. Very misunderstood.
Because
Like
I
I said,
know a
people look at
girl,
single
I
moms
was
like it's a
talking to her
disease
the
or
other
something. Like,
day.
what did you
I
do?
was talking to this girl the other day, and she might be watching, she might not. And she was saying she worked third shift. She get off work, she do shipped and Instacart for extra money, and then her kids is in sports. So if she Instacart through the morning when she first get off work, then she turn around and wanna, she gotta go to
Uh-huh.
these basketball practices and all this stuff, and then end up with only maybe 2 to 3 hours to take a nap before she have to go do it all over again.
Right.
And if she don't, then how
Yep.
is
And that's how I was working Thursday.
And it's crazy, because a
Yes,
lot
I
of
mean, I
women
was the same way.
don't have
I
that.
was working third shift. Right. I was working third shift at Walmart overnight. Um, and my daughter, I would leave at 9 o'clock, and I would get out of work. I would get out of work at 7 o'clock. My son would have to be at school like at 7:30, and my daughter had to be at school at 8 o'clock. I would call my daughter around 6:30, wake her up, tell her to get my son up, make sure he's dressed. You know, have his medicine out for me. I'm gonna come home and give him his medicine, take him to school, help you get dressed, get you together, take you to school. Then by this time, I lay down. It's probably like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I got to jump back up and be up by 3 o'clock because it's time to get them from school, and I got to start cooking so they can have some dinner by 5 o'clock, and I got to
Mhm.
lay back down by 6 o'clock and be back up at 9 o'clock and be out the door at 10 o'clock at night. Make sure they have their bath and bed and all that.
Yeah.
It's ongoing. It
She
don't
said
stop.
black women are always considered mad or bitter when we are exhausted and just talking about it. Exactly. People always, or they scared you finna ask
Facts.
them for something. They be scared you finna
Yeah,
ask for
yeah,
something. And you just talking like, man, I'm tired. I got these kids. I gotta do this. I gotta cook. I gotta clean up. And you right. They do make people feel bitter. Like I'm not bitter because I gotta take care of my child by myself. I'm
yeah.
not bitter about it, but I'm just like, it ain't fair. I didn't have
It
sex
ain't fair. That's
by
it.
myself, and and like I said, what's
Right,
their favorite line? Well, you knew what you was getting into. No, I did not know what I was getting into.
right,
I
right,
did not know that. I did not know that when I had this baby, he was going to leave me. I did not know that when I had this baby, he wasn't going to help me. I did not know. Like, come on now,
right.
y'all got to quit using that
His
as an
family
innocent.
wasn't gonna help me. Yeah, right.
I did not
And
know.
I
You
felt
know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
way.
Like, no.
I didn't know,
People quick to say that. Like you said,
but I'm
people
still stuck with
change
this baby.
nine
Yeah,
times out
but
of
I'm
ten.
still stuck
Nine
with this
times
baby.
out of 10, he changed after the baby is born. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? A lot of them change after the
right.
baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people, before you judge, yeah, excuses are too quick to be thrown. Exactly. You know, some men just don't got it. I'm not knocking a man that's trying and y'all choosing not to let him go
Right.
with the daddy. I ain't talking about them type of daddies. I'm talking about the
Nothing.
ones that know they got kids walking around here. They don't call, they don't check on them, they don't nothing. They lie and say they coming to get them, and then the kids be
Right,
waiting on them, and then they never show up, and then now they mad and stumping around the house, and I gotta yell at them, and because they tripping because you said you was coming and you ain't coming. Like, we gotta deal with that. It is selfish. They family
right.
don't care either. You're right. She said, but then his family either don't know or don't
No,
care. Some of them don't know and some of them don't care. That ain't my baby.
they
She
don't
said single
care.
mothers have to
Yo,
be
you know,
equipped
it's
to
not their daughter
superwoman.
keeping the son.
She says
Yeah,
single
yeah.
mothers have to be equivalent
You
to
sure right.
superwoman to give our children the best life. And it's crazy. We can't never take that cape off. I
And
do
it's so
want to take it
hard.
off
It's so
sometime. I
hard.
do.
Yeah, it's so hard. Yeah, yeah. Like I can just strip down naked and just be me and just be by myself and just be, be done
Be
with it.
happy.
Like today, I just want to strip down, take my cape off, and I just want to stand naked and be like Michael Jackson and just say, "Oh, like something like have to give."
Right.
Like I just,
And
let
people
me
don't understand how
scream.
much
Just let me
that'll
scream.
feel. Yeah, how
Right?
good that'll feel. People like,
Yeah.
what? No, that would feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like like I
But
said,
I
I ain't
got
been
to
on
do
a
that to keep
vacation.
my
I
mental
would
health
love to
intact.
go on a
Yeah.
vacation, a women's trip, and no kids, and no. I tell people when they see me out, and they be like, "Where's Zamaya? Don't ask me about no kids you don't see me with. Please don't ask me about no kids you don't see me with." That's my
Right.
favorite line. You know what I'm saying? Like, she said, hell, we don't get the chance to be tired because then we're nagging. Exactly. We don't get a chance. And it's messed up because we
Right.
have to do so much. Cook, clean, bath, talk. support system, wipe their tears, discipline them,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And we have to deal
Yeah.
with it because people they can tell you, nah, your kids can't come over, they too bad. Nah, I don't feel like being bothered with no kids.
Right.
Nah, my kids grown, all that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what? All right. I got to the point where if I ask for a babysitter and you get to doing all that, all right. Don't worry about it. If my kid can't go, I ain't coming.
Right.
Simple as that. You know, it's just the whole point.
That's
Like,
it.
man,
If you got to act like you just mad, right. If you just well, let me baby, it's okay. It's all right. You're not
man.
gonna hurt my feelings. I'm a single
Everybody, I used to
mom.
get
Hey,
everybody
the let
kids.
down,
Oh my God. I
you
used to
know,
get everybody kids, give everybody a break. Man, I can't get my baby to cake. No, she can't
that's
say not
how I was.
nobody. Like, really? Unless I'm paying for it.
Right,
Like, Dad, what if I want to use that little
right.
$20
I
to
was
go
like
get
that
me a
too.
drink? But now I gotta pay you the $20. Now I can't even drink nothing, do nothing. We staying at home. Shit, what's the point to me? Can I get a freebie sometime? I ain't charge y'all. Like, damn. I ain't charge nobody
Right,
to babysit their kids.
right. Mm-mm.
But everybody want to charge me.
Right.
She said motherhood is the
That's it.
roughest
So guess what?
hood. It is. It is. We are gang affiliated in motherhood.
Mm.
And you're right. It's the roughest,
Look, you
toughest
hear me?
hood.
Every together.
Man, it's crazy. We have to do so much, man. But yeah, like I said,
But
before we get off of here, y'all, for those who tuning in now and they didn't hear me earlier, it said today 1 in 5 children under the age of 18, a total of about 15.7 million are being raised without a father, y'all. And then to top it off, 57.6% of them are black. And 37.4% of that is living in poverty with their kids. And that's was updated August of 2023 from the singermotherguide.com. Statistically, 31.3% is poor. 24.3% are food insecure. 45.4% of that receives food stamps. 20.8% of that is unemployed the whole year. 9.2% has no health insurance. And 11.2% didn't complete high school. The poverty rate, 37.4 is black, 35.9 is Hispanic, 25.0 is white, and 19.7 is Asian. Single mom is a single mom, no matter what color you are, what race you are, but statistically, black women have it the roughest when it comes to having to raise our children. So
right.
before you judge another mother, think about what I said. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what that mother is going through in order to raise her children. And that's all I ask y'all. I want to thank you so much for taking the time coming on the show. You're more than welcome to always come back anytime.
Yes,
I
yes. We
love
gotta
the
get these
vibe.
topics rolling. Yes,
Thank
yes.
you, everybody that was tuning in and talking to us. We had some technical difficulties in the beginning, but we turned it around. For the people that was
Yes,
supposed to
ma'am.
be on the show and couldn't make it, Marky, it's okay, baby. I'm not mad. We can always do another show. We can always
Amen.
have y'all back. And like I said, before y'all judge a mother, reach out to a mother. You know what I'm saying? You
Amen.
never know before it's too late. We can stop people from getting their kids took if we step in and help them out. If they don't
Exactly.
got no food and you got a couple extra dollars or food stamps, it won't kill you to get them the bare necessities: milk, cereal, eggs, bread. It won't
Butter,
hurt. But
butter.
little simple stuff,
Yeah.
spaghetti, some
Rice.
shit that it's just simple stuff that they can have. If your kids' clothes getting too little, Give them to
Give them
somebody.
away.
Quit trying to sell it to people. Give them clothes away
Exactly.
to somebody who might need them. I give away trash bags of clothes every time. I'm finna get ready to do the same thing again.
Yeah.
And stop looking down on each other.
Hmm.
If you got a mother who don't have a car and you got one, reach out. You need a ride, you good? You know what I'm saying? Okay, you don't got the gas today. Just remember I looked out for you. You know what I'm
That's it.
saying? Like, that's it. You never know how much that'll help a person. You never
Or
know.
just do it out the kindness of your heart and don't expect nothing in return.
And
And
don't
let God,
expect nothing. Get your
yeah,
blessings from God.
let
You know
God
what I'm
bless you.
saying? That
It's
as
gonna be
simple as
even
that.
better. Yeah.
China and Stacia, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like China said, she like stepping in, being a part of that village and helping out, and because I done witnessed her do it. To a complete stranger.
Well,
Stacia,
congratulations to you.
China, I watched her, complete stranger. The mom was overwhelmed, and she kept the baby so the mom can have some time to regroup.
Right.
People don't have to step in and do that. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a lot of
Wow.
people. You said, "Oh, she helped you too." See, China that's the real nigga right there. Not everybody's like that.
Amen.
We don't have a lot of big mamas no more. So
Hmm.
we gotta help each other. Like she said, that motherhood is the roughest, toughest hood, dog, because we have to do so much with so
Right.
little. We have to make a mountain out of a molehill. We have to make everything okay without being okay ourselves. So it's time for us to stick together. That
You're
village
going
don't have to
somewhere.
be,
Going
yeah,
somewhere.
even if it's just a
We have to make sure
conversation
that
listening, and it's simple as that. So if you ever need to vent or get something off your chest with no judgment, my inbox, my email, I'm always available. Lola cares. I tell people that all the time. I care because I understand. It's been a time I didn't have,
right.
and I was judged
Right.
because I didn't have. You know what I'm saying? And there's been times that I didn't have, and people helped me and then judge me. So everybody's not out to
That
get
part.
y'all. You know what I'm saying? We
Exactly.
understand, but closed mouth don't get fed. You gotta open up. You gotta talk to people and let people know. Just because they can't help you right that day, don't mean that they're not thinking about it. Or a prayer is help. You know what I'm saying?
Get this together. Yeah.
And before I get off of here, Stacia has a group on Facebook called Moms United GR. Even if you're not in Grand Rapids, you're able to join that group. You can find it on Facebook. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to join. We could, all connect and help
I'm
each
going to
other, and we can talk and kick it, you know what I'm saying? As mothers, there's no judgment, no none of that. You ain't got to worry about none of that. And I just want to say I love everybody that tuned in. Thank you for joining. Y'all have a good night. We out.
Bye, Lola. Thank you.
Bye.